Today we will learn together about a classic TV series. A film considered to have a great influence on American television. The film revolves around the humor and fame of a woman who wants to become a star. Does anyone remember that film? The film is called I Love Lucy. In this video, we will take you to uncover the tragic truths behind the stage lights and learn about the sudden deaths of 23 actors in the film crew. From incurable diseases to unexplained cases. Together, we will pay tribute to the actors who are considered the shining gems of the film industry. In I Love Lucy, she first appeared in the episode Lucy Gets a Paris Gown and then continued to appear in several other episodes. The role of Caroline Appleby allowed her to demonstrate her comedic talent and charming acting style, while also creating a humorous relationship between her character and Lucy Ricardo, played by Judy Garland. Doris Singleton, born January 26, 1919, is a famous American actress. She began her acting career on Broadway before moving to film and television. With her natural acting and ability to create laughter, Doris quickly became a familiar face on television shows in the 1950s and 1960s. In addition to I Love Lucy, Doris Singleton participated in many other popular television shows, including The Dick Van Dyke Show, The Twilight Zone, and Perry Mason. She also had a significant film career with many supporting roles in Hollywood films. Doris Singleton passed away on June 26, 2012, at the age of 93, after a long battle with cancer. In the last months of her life, she suffered from pain and fatigue due to the effects of the disease, making daily life difficult. Although she always tried to maintain an optimistic spirit and positive attitude, her declining health prevented her from participating in the activities she loved. She felt lonely in her later years, as many of her colleagues and close friends passed away, leaving her alone to face her grief. Although she was a familiar face on screen, the feeling of being forgotten in the entertainment industry created a deep sadness in her heart. Doris Singleton's death was not only a loss for her fans, but also a testament to the challenges she had to overcome in life. With her image as a friendly neighbor in I Love Lucy contrasting with the pain she endured silently. Pennsylvania was an American actress best known for her role as Mrs. Trumbull in the classic television series I Love Lucy, 1951–1957. With a career spanning over 4 decades in the entertainment industry, she has showcased her talents in numerous roles on stage, television, and film. In I Love Lucy, she played one of Lucy Ricardo's friendly neighbors, featuring comedic situations and endearing interactions with the main characters. The character of Mrs. Trumbull helped bring many funny moments to the show, showing the mischievousness and charm of an elderly woman in the community. Elizabeth Patterson, born February 22, 1881 in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Besides I Love Lucy, Patterson appeared in many other television shows and films, demonstrating her versatile acting ability. She has created a close and lovable image in the hearts of audiences. Elizabeth Patterson died on March 14, 1966, at the age of 85. After struggling with a number of health problems due to her age. She suffered from severe pain and deterioration, especially heart failure, which made daily life difficult. Living alone in her later years, she felt lonely and sad as she lost many acting opportunities. Although she is remembered for her lovely role in I Love Lucy, Patterson's life was in contrast to the image she had created. She often shared her sadness at not participating in her favorite projects, which had a heavy impact on her spirit. Elizabeth Patterson's death was mourned not only because of her talent but also because of the difficulties she experienced in her personal life. The image of the friendly neighbor in I Love Lucy lives on in the hearts of audiences. But her real story has a more emotional and tragic tone. William Foley, born January 15, 1909 in Massachusetts, was an American actor best known for his role as Fred Mertz on the classic television series I Love Lucy, 1951–1957. With his natural and humorous acting style, he created the image of a friendly but sometimes annoying neighbor, bringing many funny moments to the audience. The role of Fred Mertz helped him become one of the most beloved characters in the series. The combination of Foley and actress Vivian Vance, who played Ethel Mertz, created a humorous and harmonious couple, contributing significantly to the success of the show. William Foley died on April 2, 1971, at the age of 62. After a long period of facing serious health problems. Before his death, he suffered from pain due to illness and general decline in health, including heart problems. Despite his optimism, his health limitations affected his daily life, preventing him from participating in projects he loved. In his later years, Foley felt lonely as he was separated from the co-stars and collaborators he had worked with throughout his career. The feeling of being forgotten by the entertainment industry, where he was once famous, created a sadness in his heart. Although he left a deep impression on audiences with his role as Fred Mertz in I Love Lucy, William Foley's death was not only a loss for his fans but also a reflection of the pain and hardship he faced in his personal life. The image of a lovable neighbor lives on in the hearts of audiences. But his real story is a journey full of hardship and tragedy. Catherine Card, born January 21, 1893, was an American actress best known for her role as Mrs. McGillicuddy Appleby in the hit television series I Love Lucy. She began her acting career on Broadway before moving to film and television. With her natural acting and ability to make people laugh, Catherine quickly became a familiar face on television shows. In I Love Lucy, she was known for her role as Mrs. McGillicuddy, the mother of Caroline Appleby, Lucy Ricardo's next-door neighbor. Her role brought humor and created interesting situations in the relationships between the characters. Catherine Card contributed to the cheerful and engaging atmosphere of the film, making her character always remembered by the audience. Catherine Card died on December 22, 1987, at the age of 94. After a long period of facing many health problems of age, she suffered from chronic pain and illness, making daily life difficult. Although she was a familiar face on screen, she felt lonely as fewer and fewer people remembered her. Her death was mourned, not only because of her talent but also because of the silent pain of her final years, when the loving image of Mrs. McGillicuddy on I Love Lucy was in stark contrast to the reality. Peggy Ray, an American actress, is best known for her role on the television series I Love Lucy, where she appeared as a card player in the episode The $1 Million Idea. Although she was not a familiar face in the main roles, her presence on screen still created memorable moments. Ray began her acting career on stage and gradually moved to television, where she participated in many popular shows. With her natural acting style and ability to make people laugh, she left a mark on the audience. Peggy Ray died on July 12, 1990, after a long battle with many health problems, including Alzheimer's disease. In her later years, she experienced symptoms of memory loss and cognitive decline, making daily life difficult. These mental and physical changes not only affected her but also caused sadness to her family and friends. Although once a familiar face in the entertainment industry, Peggy Ray felt lonely and lost as memories of her golden days faded. Mental anguish and failing health made her life a challenge. Peggy Ray's death left her fans mourning not only for her talent but also for the hardships she endured in her final years. Lucille Ball, born August 6, 1911 in Jamestown, New York, was one of the greatest comedic actresses in American television history. Best known for her role as Lucy Ricardo in I Love Lucy, she began her acting career in the 1930s, appearing in numerous films and radio shows. But it was her starring role in I Love Lucy in 1951 that really made her a household name. The show not only brought her fame but also became a cultural icon, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. With her charm, unique sense of humor and intelligence, Lucille Ball created an image of a dynamic, witty and somewhat silly woman, which made the character Lucy so appealing. Lucille Ball died on April 26, 1989, at the age of 77, from complications of pneumonia. In her later years, her health declined, especially after she underwent heart surgery in 1989. These health problems not only left her feeling tired but also made daily life more difficult. Although she was known for her humor and optimism, the physical pain and sadness of her declining health took a toll on her spirit. Lucille Ball experienced loneliness as she found herself unable to participate in the activities she had loved as much as before. Her death left her fans mourning not only for her great talent but also for the hardships she endured in her later years. A life that was glamorous on screen but difficult in reality. Ross Elliott, born March 15, 1917 in Los Angeles, California, was an actor and producer known for his roles in films and television shows. He began his acting career in the 1940s, appearing in films such as The Last of the Mohicans, 1947, and The Adventures of the Scarlet Pimpernel, 1955. Elliott rose to prominence as the publicity man on the television show I Love Lucy, where he displayed charm and humor, contributing to the humorous situations in the lives of Lucy Ricardo and other characters. Ross Elliott died on February 12, 1999, at the age of 81, after a long battle with cancer. In the last months of his life, he suffered from pain and weakness due to the disease, making it extremely difficult for him to perform daily activities. Although he was once a famous actor with many memorable roles, The feeling of loneliness and neglect from the entertainment industry caused his spirit to collapse. Health concerns and physical pain increased his feelings of helplessness and depression, seriously affecting his psychology. Ross Elliott's death left behind a regret not only because of his talent but also because of the suffering he had to endure in life, making the image of a sparkling artist become quiet and tragic in his final years. Vivian Vance. Born July 26, 1909 in Cherryvale, Kansas, was an actress best known for her role as Ethel Mertz on the television series I Love Lucy. Vance began her acting career on stage and quickly became known for her comedic talent and acting talent. She had many roles in musicals on Broadway before moving to Hollywood. As Ethel Mertz, Vance displayed charm and humor. As a close friend of Lucy Ricardo, Lucille Ball, the humorous interactions between the two characters created many memorable moments in the series, helping audiences to love the stories of Lucy and her husband, Ricky Ricardo. Vance won an Emmy Award in 1954 for this role, demonstrating her talent and contribution to the film industry. Vivian Vance died on August 17, 1979, at the age of 70, after a long battle with breast cancer. In the last months of her life, she suffered from the pain and exhaustion of this serious illness. The pain not only affected her physically but also made her depressed. Although she was once famous and loved for her role as Ethel Mertz, Vance felt lonely and lost when she was no longer active in the entertainment industry. The feeling of being forgotten, along with her health concerns, caused her to experience moments of despair. The worries and pain became a heavy burden on her mind. Vivian Vance's death not only left a mourning for her talent and humor, but also highlighted the mental anguish she endured in her final years. Desi Arnaz. Born March 2, 1917 in Santiago de Cuba, is an actor, musician and producer best known for his role as Ricky Ricardo on the television series I Love Lucy. Arnaz moved to the United States with his family as a child and quickly showed his musical talent, becoming a famous conductor in the 1940s. The role of Ricky Ricardo, husband of Lucy Ricardo, Lucille Ball, made Arnaz a television icon. He was known not only for his acting skills but also for his musical talents, often performing lively Latin songs on the show. The combination of humor and romance in Ricky and Lucy's relationship made I Love Lucy one of the most successful television shows in history. After I Love Lucy ended, Arnaz continued to participate in many television and film projects. He was also the founder of Desilu Productions, one of the largest production companies of the time, which produced many other popular shows. Desi Arnaz died on December 2, 1986, in Los Angeles, California, after a long battle with pneumonia. His legacy lives on through his performances and contributions to the entertainment industry. Jay Novello. Born March 1, 1910 in Chicago, Illinois, is an American actor and musician, best known for his role as Mario on the television series I Love Lucy. With his friendly demeanor and acting talent, Novello appeared in several episodes of the show, displaying the charm and humor that characterized his character. Although not a main cast member on I Love Lucy, Novello's appearance added color to the show, enriching the audience's experience. After I Love Lucy ended, he continued to participate in other television and film projects, but did not maintain the popularity that he had during the show's run. Jay Novello died on April 12, 1991, at the age of 81, after a long battle with cancer. In his later years, his health declined significantly, with symptoms of pain and discomfort caused by the disease. Novello underwent numerous treatments, which left him exhausted and affected his quality of life. Despite the pain and weakness, he remained optimistic and tried to participate in the artistic activities he loved. However, loneliness and sadness appeared when he realized that his acting career was no longer what it used to be. Jay Novello's death left behind a sorrow not only because of his talent, but also because of the difficulties he had to overcome in life, especially in his final days. The journey of the actors in the film has not only brought laughter and joy to the audience but also hidden stories full of tragedy and pain in their personal lives. The laughter they create on screen often reflects a deep, multidimensional part of themselves, where they have to fight with difficulties and pain that not everyone sees. Their departure leaves behind regret not only because of their outstanding talent but also because of the silent battles they have gone through. Each person has their own stories, losses and the desire to be loved and recognized. Let's remember and honor these familiar faces who have contributed so much to art and entertainment. Don't forget to continue watching other videos on the channel, where we will discover more interesting and touching stories from the world of cinema. Let's keep their legacy alive in our hearts.